This is Free Space by Narosk. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. It's a 2D top-down box-moving roach-killing simulator. The goal is basically to get all of the same color of crates into their respective places whilst avoiding the cockroaches and squishing them with the boxes if you have to. The mechanics are wonderfully elegant and the game as a whole is really simple to understand. I particularly love how the way that you complete the objectives is also the same way that you attack the enemies, which is by moving the boxes. The controls were a little bit awkward for me to get used to at first. Pressing down, left, up, and right to look those directions on the arrow keys was a little bit weird, mostly because I'm more used to a twin stick shooter kind of control scheme. I always expected that pressing left and right on the arrow keys would make me rotate in that direction as opposed to making me face that direction. I also think that the biggest flaw in this game is how relentlessly stressful it is. Now, this might be what you were going for, like you wanted a game where the player is always under pressure the whole time, but I felt like there was too many cockroaches all the time. It would be nice if there were periods where less cockroaches spawned, and then it went back to spawning a lot of them again. A good example of a game doing this is the original Pac-Man arcade game, because the ghosts would go through periods of chasing down the player, and then after a while, they'll kind of go back to the corners because they found that it was too stressful for players if the ghosts were coming after them all the time. But if that's not what you're going for, then that's fine. I love the way that the different areas light up once you put all the boxes in there. And I like that just everything has a sound effect. Most people, including me, don't even bother to do that. I also like the little score leaderboards. That's a nice little touch. And the art style is nice and consistent. All the fonts look like they belong there. All the little UI elements look like they belong. The amount of depth and complexity in the game is perfectly adequate for the short play times that this game facilitates. So nothing is overwhelming. Nothing is too complicated. There's just the right amount of depth. This game is a nice little package for what it is. All right, that's it. This video was pretty short because there's not a lot to criticize in this game. It's just a nice, complete little package. It's fun to play. So I hope that this was the kind of feedback that was helpful to you. So yeah, this was Free Space.